Secretary of Health and Human Services, RFK Jr., has a new fast food target, and it's causing some anger in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Last week, during an Eat Real Food rally in Austin, Texas, he blasted, among others, Boston's beloved breakfast chain Dunkin' Donuts, suggesting that his agency may pull its product if they can't be proven to be safe. Take a listen.
And we're going to ask Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks, show us the safety data that show that it's okay for a teenage girl to drink an iced coffee with 115 grams of sugar in it. I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
That jab at the New England coffee staple prompted major backlash online. Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey posted this photo on X, challenging Secretary Kennedy to come and take it. Several other users posted a version of the "Don't Tread on Me" flag that read, "Donut tread on me." Love that. One even referenced the Boston Tea Party, warning Kennedy, quote, "We take drinks very seriously in New England."
Ron Flipkowski even joined in, writing, "Now he's coming for Dunkin' Donuts. This means war." And former White House COVID czar, Dr. Ashisha Jha, responded to the news, "Everyone is on the side of Dunkin'. If there's too much sugar in some iced coffees, that's between Dunkin' Donuts and the customer. Would recommend outsiders not mess with Dunkin'."
I'm relieved to hear a Democrat say that, because actually this is helpful to remember that, you know, for all the affection our MAGA and some Republicans have for RFK Jr. due to his activities during COVID, the man was a lifelong Democrat until 5 minutes ago. He is from the family most associated with the single family most associated with the Democratic Party, maybe other than the Clintons. And his lifelong career crusade was banning unhealthy foods, more environmental regulation, more energy regulation, more lawsuits against medical companies. That's all Democrat stuff. Republicans, I thought, were the party that was like, you know, again, you can come and take our unhealthy foods from our cold, dead hands. When Michelle Obama wanted to make school lunches more healthy, Republicans correctly, me too, threw a fit. There was that California state senator or state bill, you know, trying to ban sugary sodas, all that stuff. That was all Democrat stuff. This is Democrat stuff. We're not, I don't, he's autonomous from Trump, but the administration should tell him to cool it on that. People, if people are drinking sugary drinks or eating too many donuts, it's really not the government's business. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say.
America is a pretty unhealthy country. It's unfortunate when you look at other countries, a little bit better with the health. We have a huge overweight population. So having him do this is some of the Make America Healthy Again stuff that I'm not too opposed to. I do think that it's up to the consumer to decide to willingly go purchase something that's sugary for their child, or a child to go do that. But when you talk about school lunches and some of the things that Michelle Obama was going to do, some people rely on eating that. That's why they have like the free lunch program or free breakfast. And so their parents just send them to school hoping that they get, like, let's say milk and whatever. But sometimes it's just like pizza and some unhealthy French fries. And it's like, well, if you don't have the capacity, which is unfortunate in this country, to cover your kids' meal expenses, and the school helps you out in that way,
you would hope that she was reducing.
Yes, you would have more healthy options. Okay. We would like kids to be healthy, right? We want to start them off healthy.
What's healthy starts to get a little.
It doesn't. In other countries, they don't have red dyes in their foods. We still do, because we are greedy.
Okay, teenage boys who are on sports teams can't subsist on 2 sticks of carrots for lunch.
That wasn't the option.
They need carbs.
You're exaggerating. That wasn't the option. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think there's a balanced meal, and doctors will tell you what a balanced nutritionist, matter of fact, will tell you what a balanced meal looks like. And it shouldn't just be like, oh, boys will be boys. They should just eat 20 pizzas. Like, no, it's not healthy. Don't you want healthy kids to grow up in healthy? Don't you want healthy adults in this society? You don't want people dying of heart attacks you don't want people dying of high cholesterol. Like, we can avoid these things at a young age. And this is the part that RFK is trying to do to help people be a little bit healthier. I'm sure if we look at some other countries that do have a lot of the chains we have in America, the ingredient usage is different, specifically in places like the Middle East. They're very strict about what people can eat. And I know they're strict about a lot of things. Okay, so then they might be healthier.
About women showing their faces, but
fine, but we should
import that to our culture.
So why can't we take what makes sense to keep us healthier and rid ourselves of the other things that we don't like? What's wrong with that? Why would you argue against people being healthier. Like if there's a sugar that tastes
talk about that's a unfair.
No, that's what you said. Like kids in school, they should eat the 20 pizzas. I'm like, oh no, if you can mix some more health in there, that's good. If you could get active.
If they're physically active, it doesn't matter as much.
That's a lot of, I think Michelle Obama's whole thing was let's move. Like, what do you mean? She was talking about that activity too. So making a broad statement about her talking about the food, you're not encompassing the whole program. RFK's not doing a bad thing here. He's trying to look out for us eating the healthiest versions of things, and other countries are already implementing some of the things that he's looking into. So why does America have to be the least healthy because we want to be the most greedy?
Because we're a free country.
No, it's not right though. We should have access to healthier, like the Doritos in the UK taste as good as the Doritos here. They don't have not even half. They don't have the same ingredients. So why do we have to suffer?
Subsidize. Let me finish. Let me say something. We subsidize some of the less healthy, like for instance, we have massive subsidies for corn. So there's a lot of corn syrup and everything. I would end those subsidies. There's a lot of just where the government doesn't have to nudge the use of healthier products. They should just stop whatever government policy makes it easier and cheaper for them to use the less healthy product. We could start with that.
So you're on board. This is some bipartisan negotiation right now.
That I'm on board with, but I'm not really. I can't even pretend that I'm on board with the health secretary, railing against donuts or whatever, because it's not his job. That's
when people look back and they realize all the health effects they have in their elderly years, and you think they look back and say, if I had a choice to cut the sugar and live 10 more years, would they take it when they look at their life?
Probably not.
We gotta end here. They would choose to end like.
No, there's a lot more I could say on that. That does it for us on Rising Live. Look out for more exclusive YouTube content coming your way later today, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Hills YouTube channel so you never miss any content. For those of you who like to listen while on the go, we're now available anywhere you listen to podcasts. See you later.